Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Nathan Fox, one of the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. Josh Mansfield, a teacher with the Demon, is here with me today. We've got an email from Ivani, who asks, how close to your goal score is ready?
Hello, I've been working with the Demon for a while now, and I'm scoring between 159 and 161 as of mid-October. I feel like I've been making rapid progress with only 2 months of the Demon method, and it shows. From starting at my 150, my LR dashboard's now at an 81, which is a great motivator. Great. My goal is 165, as I'd like to attend CU Boulder. I'm wondering how to know if I should register for the January exam, and if so, when. I know you guys emphasize only registering when you are ready, but how close to your goal score is ready? Sincerely, Ivani.
You have a very specific goal score, Ivani, which is not super duper high. You're almost there. You're making fast progress, but you're not there yet. I think I would not register for that January exam if you haven't ever scored your goal score at least once. A question we get a lot is how many times should I score in my goal range to consider myself ready? I don't know. There's not like a specific number, but probably at least once, because if you haven't ever done it on a practice test, then I feel like you're just inevitably going to go in there on the day of the official test thinking that you need to do something different. Like you're literally looking for a different result. How are you not going to do something different trying to get that different result? So I think, Ivani, there's never any rush. Keep doing what you've been doing. You'll start scoring 165 and higher at some point, probably not too long from now. Then go ahead and register. What do you think? I wouldn't do it sooner than that.
No, I wouldn't either. I think the other thing that is, Ivani, if you're not, hopefully not, applying this cycle in January, in which case we got a whole nother problem we need to talk about.
Yeah.
Then I don't know where this pressure, like, why should it be January, right? If you're not quite there. Now, if let's say you get up to 163, 164, and you have multiple tests, 163, 164, then go ahead and register for February. If you're 1 point away, register for February, and then be willing to push if you never hit that 165 mark. If you're not scoring in your goal range, then just reschedule it and push it on.
Yeah.
But I don't think that January is like this. You have to be in that cycle or that test.
Yeah, I would just never permit anybody to rush too much, to push it too much.
Yeah.
I guess I would also say, you can have one target school, like one, you've got a school that you're interested in. That's great. But what other schools are you interested in?
Right.
I'm looking for Boulder and I can't find it. Is it just Colorado? Is that CU Boulder?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's
okay.
Because it's yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. So yeah, University of Colorado Law School in Boulder, median LSAT 164. That's how Ivani arrived at her 165.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, Ivani, that this cycle, tons of applicants already. Odds are decent that the medians are going to move up. So it's possible that 165 will be at or even below the median of CU in this next cycle. You started at 150. I think 170 is much more like reasonable target.
Yeah.
And then that 170 also gives you lots of bargaining power, I think, or at least it just makes Boulder go, oh, okay, we actually have to give this person a reasonable price, because with that kind of an LSAT, now all of a sudden you're a better candidate for, oh, I don't know, Utah,
Uh,
BYU,
yeah.
uh, all
Also,
the other area competitor schools.
yep. I also was pulling up Arizona, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Arizona gives more than half of their, or gives more than half of their class full tuition or better offers. Like, boy, that's a nice backup when you have that 170 that you're guaranteed, or have a full tuition offer in your back pocket. Um, so you have options that you then can leverage with the 170. And to your point, Nate, that's even assuming that that 165 is enough to even beat the median next year.
Yeah, I just don't, I would never settle. I mean, she's only been at it for 2 months, and we see people all the time improve by 20, 25, even 30 points.
Mm-hmm.
Especially someone like this who started at
Yes.
150 and is
Yes.
making rapid progress. I mean, it wouldn't blow my mind for her to eventually end up at 180.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just think that's like when people are asking that question about like, well, can I go ahead and register? Can I do it now? It's just like, well, is your goal to settle? Because I don't think your goal should be to settle. Maybe it works out and CU Boulder is the totally perfect fit for you.
Sure.
But
But boy, wouldn't it be nice if
yeah.
Boulder says, well, here's half tuition, and Utah says, yeah, here's three quarters, and you go back to Boulder and say, guys, Utah's giving me more money, and they're better ranked than you are.
Yeah. Wild. That's a school that does not play the same kind of scholarship games that other schools do. I mean, it looks like there's 4% of the class there on a stipend, and then zero people are there at an exactly full tuition scholarship. 23% of the class getting more than half. So, total of 27% of the class getting 50% off or more. I mean, that's obviously the kind of deal that Ivani needs to be looking for.
Mm-hmm.
But the best way to make yourself the ideal candidate for that type of a deal, get yourself your 171, 172, and now all of a sudden it's like, well, if you wanted, you could go to Texas or Wash U or Minnesota or UCLA or like all these other
Mm-hmm.
schools in the west half of the country that would be credible threats to a school like CU Boulder.
Right. Well, and just looking at like Boulder does, I mean, they're fine for like big law placement. Um, 31 or 41 of 168 plus another three federal clerks. Um, it's not bad. Um, but with the 170, could you go somewhere that if that's what you wanted, right? Those are the doors you're hoping to open. Um, the 170 might get you into those schools that'll have even better rates than
Yeah, and
Colorado
if
will.
you're not interested in big law, then it's triply important that you take the money, the scholarship money.
Right, right.
Which either way, no matter how you slice it, if you are or are not looking for big law, I mean, this is the LSAT is this opportunity to just launch yourself on a totally different trajectory,
Yeah,
both in terms of your personal finances, because it's going to dictate how much you pay for law school, but in your long term salary options and career options. A higher LSAT's going to just open the door to places like Texas where it's just different.
yeah.
It's just different opportunities. So, anyway, hope that helps, Ivani. Anything else there, Josh?
Nope, nope. I think that's it. Thanks for writing in. Email daily at lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.